Back with another video, a banging video. Cardi B fell off stage. Cardi B had to get off stage. Whew. I could see it coming. No, how much embarrassment can a girl manage in 1 week? It's Cardi B. She's tough. She can manage. She's fine. She didn't break anything. She didn't break anything last week, Sunday either, when that robot fell on her. So I think she's fine. No, if you guys have been keeping up with me, you guys would know that I said to you, Cardi B looks tired. She looks exhausted. And I believe that you guys are seeing what I'm talking about. No. How did I know Cardi B looked tired and exhausted already? When she came out on stage, it wasn't last night, it was the night before, and she was gonna perform Be Careful With Me. When I saw her on the stage, she didn't have that aura that she normally has when she's bright and energetic. You could literally see it on her that she was tired, okay? And Cardi B hasn't toured in 6 years. She has been having kids back to back, major surgery as well. While she was pregnant with her last baby, she was still promoting her album show. So she really hasn't rested before this tour. And I'm also looking at the tour dates as well, because I'm saying, when does she get a 4-day break while she's on tour? No day at all. They give her 3 days maximum. And I believe that the second day is when you feel like, you're resting. And then day 3, you feel alive again. Day 4, you're ready to go. And you have some clarity, and you may make some last minute changes to, heighten and elevate your performance. And I'm not seeing that on her tour dates. When I saw the fall off the stage and when I heard her saying she needs to, oh my God, someone is smoking close to me. Someone is smoking or burning something that's smoking weed. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. No, as I was saying, I was looking at Cardi B's tour dates, 3 days most. I think she should have been given 4 days break. I don't know who scheduled the tour dates, who is managing it and all of that, but I think there should have been some more thought and care into her health, knowing that she has recently given birth and she worked during her pregnancy and she had back-to-back pregnancies. Those things can cause a huge immune system crash. If you look in her eyes, they're not as bright as they normally would. And as I said, when she came on stage to Take Care of Me, and she was looking, you could see the tiredness in her, and she knew it too. And you could see where she was determined to move on, as though she was saying, I can't disappoint my fans and I won't disappoint them. I'm going to push through this. No, she also took a break off stage because she said that she has asthma. She asked her fans about taking a break and they were like, no. And she says, I'm taking a break because she has asthma, right? Cardi B is going to be Cardi B. She's going to be very transparent. She's going to use humor in the midst of it. When she fell off stage, many of her fans, they kept cheering her on. And when I look on TikTok, everyone is saying, she's so talented. And I mean, her fans, they're saying, oh my God, she fell off. Well, not fell on stage. She fell off a chair while doing a routine and she kept singing, and her fans, they were definitely supportive. They were like, she's so, talented. That's not talent. Falling off a chair and using common sense after you fall off, after no injury. It's not It's not talent. If it was, people would be falling off chairs and making money. It's just her learning from her seniors, the other people in the industry, like Beyoncé. When Beyoncé falls, she gives a pose and she keeps it moving. And that's where she's learning, you know. Cardi B is not much of an artist. She is more of a performer. So she's gonna do one thing she knows, which is to perform. Now, I saw a lot of people asking, how many embarrassment is this girl gonna have in 1 week? Because that robot fell on her last Sunday. Let me tell you, the internet can be so theatrical. The internet can be really, really, really theatrical, because when the robot fell on her last Sunday, someone was like, look at God. That comment was really funny though. Again, no damages. It doesn't seem as though she hurt anything. Sometimes the falls, they can look simple, but they can have dangers to them. So I hope that they, get her checked out and everything. But she got up and she performed. They picked her up and all of that jazz. So, I mean, she's pushing, she's grinding, but I don't know. I'm somewhat concerned about her, because what are the chances that I said 2 days ago she looks exhausted, and I hope she has a good medic on tour with her. I do hope she has a good medic team on tour with her, because she looks seriously exhausted, and I hope that she's getting her electrolytes and everything in, and I hope that she's resting properly. And you can literally see the reason why she would distance herself from Diggs at this point in time, because Stefondiggs and his legalities, that would take a mental toll on her. And with Stefondiggs' attorney saying that Stefondiggs has witness, they have evidence, not witness. They say they have evidence to Stefondiggs' innocence. I'm wondering if that evidence is Cardi B, because Cardi B was being loudmouth on the internet saying, she spoke to the chef every day and the chef never told her any such thing happened. And now I see Gorgeous Doll speaking about the chef. Gorgeous Doll is saying she knows the chef. The chef used to work in the club, and the chef is a real decent human being. She is not the one for drama nor mischief, so she would never go to such an extent for money or for clout. And that is something that I see the internet saying, that they do believe her. And I do believe her. I believe her 100%. And I said, if nothing else doesn't confirm it, the messages confirms something happened. And she was asking if he was going to still do the business for her and all of that. And I said, if you haven't had any type of intimacy with someone and they just choked out your ass, you wouldn't feel somewhat obligated to ask them for what they have promised you. So Gorgeous Doll is kind of backing that up. We're going to talk about that in another video. But Cardi B is battling it out there with her tour, and she's pushing it, and I wish her all the best. I really do, because, this tour is riding on everything for her. It's going to truly prove her strength. So far, the strength is not looking too tremendous, but at the same time, it's not looking bad either. Every performer falls off stage at some point in time. Most performer, not everyone. They may fall on stage, fall off stage, and it happens. But the part with her asthma, that's a concern. I hope that they work on that for her and she's prepared. And this is why I said she needed other people on tour with her. She needed other people on tour with her. And you guys see what I'm talking about though. I said if she doesn't have other artists on tour with her, it's going to even take a more serious toll on her body. And here it is. So when I call these things, it's just common sense, guys. And this is why when I say to you guys, bookmark the videos, because if you guys can remember, for those who have been keeping up before the tour, I did say she needed other artists on tour with her so as to not exhaust herself or overexhaust herself, so that she can get the necessary in-between breaks that she needs, because she's not a season tour artist. And when I said it, this is why they will forever call her fan base bird brain. Her fan base, they think they are protecting her, and I keep saying it. And for those who have been keeping up, they know that I have been saying it. Every time a particular fan base thinks that they're protecting their favorite celebrity, you are only putting a dent in their career. Defend your favorite people, but when it makes sense, what is there to defend? She's not a season tour artist. She's not an artist. She's a performer. She's a performer, and that is what keeps her relevant. Her performance, her theatrics, not her talent. Her theatrics is what keeps her relevant. That is what the fan base relates to. So, I wasn't expecting much from this tour, to be very honest, but seeing it, it's impressive. But she needs other people on tour with her to fill some gaps and to give herself some breaks. The intermission breaks, she need other artists coming back. And this is why I said she should have called a truce with her husband, because her husband knows that she could not do this without the failures. But he's not going to put that out there and put it on blast. Normally, when she has a show, if she's going to do like quite a few number of songs, the husband was normally the backup. And this is why I had said that she needs to call a truce with her husband and his friend, Quavo, and have them on the show with her. But who's going to listen? Who's gonna listen? She's hell-bent on vengeance, and she's hell-bent on this, and she's hell-bent on that, and she owes Quavo, I'm learning, allegedly. We're gonna talk about that too. I was supposed to talk about that, because I came across something regarding that on the internet last Sunday, and I think we're gonna talk about that in another video. But hey, Cardi B is gonna have to take a break longer than the 3 days that they're giving her. If she had other artists on tour with her, then I could understand the 3 days break. But for someone who's not a seasoned artist, she has asthma, back-to-back birth, no rest. She worked right during her pregnancy, immediately after her pregnancy, and it has been high energy. Sometimes we feel so strong that we feel like we're invincible, and when the challenges comes on, everything just comes crashing and piling down. And that is what's gonna happen to her, unfortunately. So some dates, don't be surprised if you see some dates being pushed back so that she can recover if she doesn't bring in other people on the tour, so that she can take intermission breaks. She needs them. She needs them. She's not a season tour artist. And if you look at what Brandy and Monica did, and that was a two-man show. Brandy and Monica was a two-man show, and they had other artists on tour with them. Everyone has someone, even if it's an upcoming artist who you're going to give a little change and some exposure, have someone else on tour with you. Have someone else out there with you. I think this would have been an amazing opportunity for her to have India Love out there with her. Yes, India Love is badass. India Love is on that Yaya remix. Badass. Lola Brooks on that Yaya remix. Badass. India Love rap game is tight. I don't know why she hasn't been focusing more on that. I want to talk about that too. But this was a perfect opportunity for Cardi B to give a upcoming artist a breakthrough, a discovery. If you look at Ira Star, she was on tour with that group the other day, and Ira did so well, amazingly well. She opened the show and everything, and every stop, every stadium, Ira came with a vibe and the people loved her. For a new artist, she did amazingly damn well. So Cardi B could have had a breakout artist, that's someone that's upcoming with her, someone who wants to be discovered more on tour with her. But hey, it's her show. We can only suggest, but we can't really tell her what to do. Let's see what happens going forward. I do wish her the best though. The show has been impressive so far, but she's exhausted. She's losing her glow. She doesn't have that glow. And you know, you have that glow when you're well rested. The glow is not there on her skin. It's not there in her eyes. So she's getting really tired. The 3 days break, will they be enough for her? Let's see how that works out. But that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Peace.